Hello, I'm John Evans. I'm here to primarily cover several issues related to Tolkien's works. First, I want to mention that I have finally released on blogspot.com the Dominion of Man and the Dominion of Man 2, a two-part sequel to The Lord of the Rings, covering what happens after the War of the Ring, concerning either, the descendants of the Fellowship, or the other characters which I've invented based off of the etymological names which we are left with in the Silmarillion. I've went over in excruciating detail the appendix after the Silmarillion covering Elvish names. I can fluently pronounce any name in Elvish, which includes the Sindarin name or the Quenya name.
John, what's the sexiest name in Elvish?
I'd probably say, let me think, Finduilas.
That's sexy? I mean,
yes.
I guess a little.
It's totally sexy.
Lorian.
That's kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Karaskelathon.
Oh!
Oh god, that's hot.
God.
That's so hot.
What with? Anyway, and I could go into, of course, a introduction into how
Talk
to
about
say,
your book.
Okay, fine, I give it. Now, my original conception was to begin discussing how I could bring into the scope of Tolkien's world a fourth age of Arda without it being heavily tied into the events in the War of the Ring, so that it becomes like a War of the Ring 2. Because I have to have a villain, of course. In any huge story like this, you have to have one huge bad guy. In this case, I have two. First, I introduce the two wizards, the blue wizards. Because, of course, as we all know, or those who have actually went into the more detailed and nitpicky works of Tolkien, we have the 5 wizards, 2 of which were the blue wizards, who just randomly disappear, and we know little...
You're rambling.
Anyway, but no, it has to do with it. We have basically these 2 wizards finding a Silmaril of Fëanor, and basically they bring it back to the west in hopes of conquering Rohan, Gondor, the Shire, etc. All the happy little people we meet in The Lord of the Rings and, of course, in The Hobbit. Now, one point I want to address is that one of these blue wizards in the text is far more powerful than the other, and I call him the second Morgoth, or Morgoth II. Now, Morgoth was the first Dark Lord in the First Age of Arda, and his real name was Melkor, and he rebelled against Ilúvatar, as is told in the Ainulindalë and the Quenta Silmarillion. Now, if I am to elaborate further on my book, I need to mention first that Tolkien does give us several names of the children of members in the Fellowship, including characters like, let's say Frodo Jr., and of course we end up having people like, let's just say Elboran, who is the son of Faramir, who is in the end made steward in Ithilien, because Ithilien becomes his province. Anyway, after running all this stuff, we may find that it's not quite as edited as carefully as I wish, but I still think it's quite delightful and a good place to start from. So, please check it out. And by the way, this is an official warning to Peter Jackson. Do not screw up Smaug, okay? I don't want to see some stupid Aragorn thing, okay? It just would be really, really, really stupid. Over and out. Numari.